is going to arrive at 30 and 155 west. 30 and 155 west. So I guess you could say it moves rather smartly, I suppose. So that will be out of the picture, which is good news for us, not very good news for Polynesia. At that point, Friday, the entire Southwest Pacific is going to lie under a very broad ridge. The central pressure of that ridge is fairly strong, about 1028, 1028 millibar. Now on Saturday, that's the 11th, the ridge is going to form a very nicely shaped anticyclonic high. Very, very nice, almost picture perfect. And it's going to be centered over New Zealand, strong 1031 millibar. Now, this high is going to pretty much take over the weather in the islands, except for the problem that we talked about yesterday. The high is going to develop a forward dip pretty much near the date line, and it looks like the possibility of a depression forming, possibly over Fiji late Saturday into Sunday, and probably by noon on Sunday over Tonga. Now, if a depression doesn't form, then more than likely we'll see a trough making its presence. It'll be one of the two. So we'll have to watch this very carefully, and you need to plan what you're up to for the weekend as well. So all this is going to happen late Saturday into Sunday. Now, for this morning, that subtropical low is exactly at 28 and 173 west. Now, the trough that's over the Solomons, that continues on, like yesterday, to Tuvalu and Tokelau. Cloud is affecting Samoa, but the trough itself then goes onward to the southern coast like it did yesterday. The two air masses continue to clash. That very cool air coming in from the south and warm, moist air coming in from the east. They don't mix. They just pound into each other and create all kinds of havoc. We've got a lot of cumulus congestus, CBs, thunderstorms, all kinds of things in this trough. Not nice. Satellite imagery now shows cloud still pushing north over Tonga with a fairly strong pressure differential, pretty good gradient between the two. We've got 1,007 in the depression, maybe 1,006, and Tonga Tapu is sitting there at about 1,013. As a result, the strong wind warning is still in effect for Tonga Tapu. This comes from Tonga Met. Expect southwest winds down there, 20 to 25 knots, 30 knots at times, and there'll be rough seas, and there is a heavy swell rolling in as it was yesterday. So that's not very pleasant, not good for diving, tends to stir up the bottom a bit. The rest of Tonga is not bad at all. You could expect south-southwest winds, fairly light, I think, in the 15 knot range from what I can see. Now, actual conditions this morning show Vavelle with fine weather, calm conditions, barometer 1014, and pretty cold. Temperatures were around 18°C this morning. The Hapais were partly cloudy, calm also. The barometer 1013 in the Hapais, and pretty chilly as well. And my warning now for Tonga for Sunday still holds, as I mentioned before. So either we're going to see a low or a trough. That will be preceded by northeast winds. So when you get your wind shift, you'll know that something is coming. And when the system does go through, it's going to be followed by southerlies. Over to Fiji now, where imagery shows quite a bit of cloud still coming in from the south. So expect brief showers from all of this, and still pretty cool temperatures, particularly at night. Conditions this morning, as a few spots that I picked up, Nandi, east 5 to 10 knots, scattered cloud at 3,000, 15 degrees C, pretty chilly. and barometer 1014. Over in Savu Savu, southerly winds at 10, scattered at 2000, and the barometer 1011. And Suva had northwest 5, wind was all over the place, scattered at 2000, broken at 5000. And the temperature about 19 C there, with a barometric pressure of 1015. Not much in the way of radar returns this morning. I looked. There is cloud, but very few showers. So by lunch, expect winds to be, I would say, southeast to southeast in the 15 knot range, picking up a bit by dinner. Tomorrow, southeast around 15. And again, expect the troughing conditions and maybe a depression, but probably more than likely a trough. And that'll be Saturday, late Saturday. At least that's what I think. So we'll see what happens there. Now to Vanuatu, and it looks pretty good there on imagery. Still some cloud coming south to the Torres and the Banks, and that cloud's coming from the northern trough. The rest of the country shows just scattered cloud, a bit of a heavier band near Anishin to the south of Anishin. And temperatures cool to cold in the evenings. Tana again last night, 14 C. The winds by lunchtime, we'll be looking at southeast in the 15 knot range, except for the far north, where I believe 20 knots out in open water now. Tomorrow, a bit of a shift to, I believe, easterly quadrant anyway, give or take on that direction, about 15 knots and about 20 knots in the Banks. Over to Newcastle, early this morning, as Patricia mentioned, looking at the satellite, shows a few clouds, and there is a very fast-moving band of active cloud traveling quite quickly, west-northwest to east-southeast. Very high cloud, probably jet stream cloud. Now, this may not last very long. By lunch, it may be gone, and our lagoon should wind up being sunny with a few normal clouds popping up. Winds east-southeast, I'd say around 10 knots, picking up at dinner a little bit stronger now, maybe 18 to 20, but by midnight to early Friday, I think we're going to see a wind shift east-northeast about 10 to 15, so it'll lighten up but also shift. And light air again Saturday, but again a shift to the southeast, and that'll be around 10 knots. So not too bad, but we do have the presence of a cold front that's going to be on its way probably during the weekend. Whether it reaches Newcastle or not too sure, but it's kind of made a mess of a few of the boats that were leaving New Zealand late, wanting to go to Newcastle, because it'll be preceded by northeasterly winds on the cruising route, so that's not much fun. That's all I've got. Any questions or comments? Hopefully those of you that we couldn't hear, maybe propagation is a little better now. So y'all can try again, and I'll pass this over to the chief.
Yeah, I just had a look at the propagation cables, and Harry, yes, it is enhanced propagation to the Newcastle area, but your signal is usually pretty good anyway. I'll just check for YY, Gulf Harbour. No, nothing heard. All right, is there anybody with anything for us? Over. Wow, it's interesting. Nobody out there at all, and nobody on streaming. Just as well, we're only doing 5 days a week here. We'd be talking to ourselves, but we will be back again tomorrow, folks. Same time, same place. 8752, and we'll hope for better conditions tomorrow. But they're certainly good between us and New Caledonia at the moment. So we'll actually, what I should probably do, Harry, if you're still there, Malua, could you put out a call for anybody wanting to contact Gulf Harbour Radio that I can't hear? Please go ahead, Harry, over. Oh, good morning. I've got you very well, Ron. So I presume you're still in Savu Savu, over?
We got Wyatt there. I got with 4-0, sorry. That's 284-0-0-0-5.
Oh, I've got that. Thank you. Well, that's very interesting because normally we pick people up no problem at all to 30 degrees. So conditions really are quite strange at the moment, but you're coming through really well now. So I take it you're enjoying Savu Savu, over?
Yeah, Roger. Rather not big here, but let's see how far we'll arrive from New Zealand about 15 weeks.
Yeah, refrigeration is something that we can't live without these days. So yeah, I hope that all gets sorted for you. But yeah, it's good to stay around where you can actually have a time off cooking and use the local facility. So that will be good. All right, thanks Ron for why, and we'll note that down here. So back to Malua. Harry, if you could just put out a call, please, over.
Malua will go on radio. Any stations would like to check in, please come now. As far as I can hear you, go ahead. You're leaving Maluka and heading for Matuka. Is that affirmative? Did you get that, Patricia?
Yeah, boy, there's lots of bukas, isn't there? So leaving Namuka and heading for Matuka. All right, got it. So thanks, Graham. Just in case Robert needs to know anything. Hope he got the lawn mowing done before the rain came last night. All right, thanks, Harry. I presume there wasn't anybody else, over.
Any other station would like to check in to go for the radio, please come out. Code Blue. Oh, hello, Code Blue. This is Harry Malua. Where are you? Yes, I think the last time you and I spoke was in 2014, somewhere in the East Pacific. Patricia, can you hear Code Blue?
I know it's Judy, but I wouldn't be able to pick up anything. So go ahead, Judy, and Harry will relay anything. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Code Blue, for Golf Over. Okay, you're in Suda Harbour, 17825 East, waiting for flight for autopilot. All good on board? Patricia, did you copy that?
Thank you very much. Yes, boy, there's a few people waiting around for parts. So,
what's your barometric pressure?
Yeah, David, Judy, David wants to know your barometric pressure at the moment. I don't know why, but that's what he would like, over.
Go ahead, Code Blue, what's barometric pressure?
1013.4.
Excellent.
Yep, is that what you've got? Yeah. Oh, that makes sense here. So I think he was checking out on the folk in Fiji there, but yeah, that's exactly what they've got here. So thanks for that, Judy, and I hope the parts don't take too long. Yep, autopilot parts are pretty essential. All right, thanks, Harry, for the help there, booming in. So and I probably could have scratched through Judy's report, but I would have needed a couple of repeats. So Sue was always a little bit difficult. All right, folks, thank you very much. We're going to enjoy a sunny day here by the look of it, even though it's a little bit on the chilly side. So good morning to you all, and we'll be back again tomorrow. The frequency is all yours. Cheers. Well, we had the whole program crashed this morning.